I'm hiding out. Hey, we are live here on the Fuente Friday giveaway. Oh my gosh, my shirt says Friday. You know how exciting that is? Do you?
Wow. You know what? And I could read it. It's not backwards. Normally, sometimes when you see things, it's the other way around. You got to read.
It's like a mirror.
I see everything backwards anyway, so it really is not going to make a difference for me. But I can see
Uh,
it.
I love this shirt. I found it from J. Crew, and I was like, okay, I'm not really sure what I'm going to buy here, but lady, I need that shirt in my size. Like the Friday shirt? Are you kidding me? Ah! Carlito, OMG, I just freaking met you in physical person. Like, holy cow, I gave you an actual hug. My head's exploding.
It was a distance hug. We distanced ourselves. We had our face masks because we were at a very special place, and it was really cool. Uh, for me, it was very special because actually, there are people that are my friends in social media and Facebook who we've never met before, and they're all wearing their protection of masks, and yet I recognize them through the eyes. I mean, isn't that amazing? That was so
That,
special.
you know what? That's what, that's a real hope right there is that, like, listen, if you think that you're not being seen with your mask on, remember that your eyes tell everything
They
about you.
do.
I mean,
They
you can
do.
smile. I've had people like, I'm like, do they know that I'm smiling at them? Do they know? Like, I don't know if they know that, but they smile back. And I'm like, oh my God, my eyes said it all. Like, that has got to be some of the greatest. I mean, that's phenomenal.
It is. It really is. It was very, very special. We're talking about the gray smoke that took place in West Palm, with Smoke Ins, Big Smoke with Abe and everything. Just an incredible amount of people. And I got to see, imagine for a lot of us that haven't been able to travel, it was very nice. And some of the people and some of my dear friends who have been on Meet the Professor, to see them there in person, everything, it was fun, And we were needling each other. You know what that means? If you're from the South, I needled you, you needle me. It was like kids, like a fraternity or sorority party, basically.
Wait,
But
wait, wait. I want to know exactly though what needle, because I am from the South, but what does needling mean really? Is that
well, the
like
Q.
you're
No, the Cubans have a way, it's a word. "Me gustan joder," it's just like you like to like bother someone, and you're just joking. It's a way to show affection because you don't do that with someone that you don't feel that they would understand. It's a way to joke, and it's just a way. I think it's like for me, like the Cubans, it's like if you look at nature, because to us, we really learn from our grandparents, who learn from their parents, and they come from the countryside, the farms. So we're a lot like, I think it's the needling is a little bit like the rooster and the hen, how the hen runs and the rooster goes behind her, picks the hen a couple of times in the back and this and that to catch the attention. I think that's needling.
I
So,
love it. But you know what? You're exactly right. And you know what? I got the greatest thrill out of taking pictures of you and everybody else. It was like a friend of mine would be like, "No, no, no, is that him? Is that him?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, you want to, And then they're like, "Hi, Mr. Carlito. Like, oh my God, you're the greatest, and we love you, and thank you." And then they're like, and then I'm like, "Do you want me to take a picture?" And they're like, "Oh my God, will you?" I'm like, absolutely. I love this. Like, this is so awesome. And Carlito, I have to say that you are by far one of the greatest leaders and totally compassionate towards your fans. I mean, or just the people who love you and appreciate you and respect you. Like, it's
oh, thank you,
really,
Melanie. I think you're just, I think it's the friendship that has grown over, virtually over all this time. I don't think that I always see myself and honestly just a humble cigar maker. And no matter what, when I get to this event, and even though that, of course, I've been doing this for so long and I get nervous. And obviously you realize I'm nervous, this and that. All of a sudden people are handing me like handkerchiefs, and I get nervous around people because, you know, I, I love people and I don't want to let anybody down. And I never know how things are going to go. It's all spontaneous. And I knew it was going to go up there. And it's intimidating when you know that you're going to be on camera. The way it was set up, when you see that, it was like, well, to me, I know you young folks, we talked about it. Johnny Carson, Jay Leno. It was set up like one of those big studios, and I was
It
a little
was.
nervous. Went up there and with Michael Herclocks, they're asking questions because Michael's like the coolest. He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sits back there, he crosses his legs. I haven't been able to cross my legs in 40 years. But Michael sits back and crosses his legs there. He just like that swag, and this and that. And I say, man, I'm gonna be next to Michael and everything. The camera. I hope they don't show us both at the same time. So look, he's so good looking. He's a beautiful guy, and he's so smart. He's such a great person. But it was really nice, and it was nice to see. There was so many people, but the people I was able to see because I was only there for a certain time frame. But one of the things, like I'm getting out of the car because I had a certain time to be there because they didn't want too many people there because of the social distancing and so forth. That was very well planned out.
We made
Thinking,
that,
yeah,
made that for. That's why this is an epic
exactly.
experience.
And it was obvious. I was a slot of so much time. There was another slot for someone else, and it was done. Considering thinking of the people and everything for them to be as safe as possible. But I heard something. I heard something today that someone told me. I'm not going to remember the exact words, but I'm more afraid of not living than I'm afraid of dying. And that is something that made I'm more afraid of not living life and stopping to live the life than I am of dying. And
Yeah,
for us that we've been closed up for a long time, I understood that because even though we were distanced there and everything, everything was so well done, but I realized, being locked up for so long and everything, there's something that I think we need to go out and we need to see people, even to protect each other the most humanly possible. But when I heard that, I'm more afraid of not living. Well, I mean, not living life to enjoy yourself, not living, than of dying.
yeah.
And I think that's something that really touched me and I learned. But going back, I had a time slot. I get there and I'm getting out of the car with Alan Brofar, our sales manager from all the South, all the way down to South America, and I see someone turning around, walking back, very elegant, this and that, with it wasn't like khaki pants and all this, and a really pastel jacket, really flashy, looks really good. I haven't wore khaki pants in years either. I got to make sure I look the best. But anyway, and he walks up and to say hello, give me that the hug, and it was Rocky.
Yeah.
To get out of his car, come back as he had just finished his segment, and that's such a feeling that that camaraderie that people may see us as we're competitors, the New York Yankees against the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, we're on the fields and everybody wants to win, and we're going to fight like hell to win. But deep down inside, we're family. Then, I then I was waiting for Saka because Saka was just Steve Saka was just on our show, Meet the Professor. So I wanted to see him, because Steve is an amazing man. Steve Saka, he's brilliant. He's he's very he's very creative, and he likes to needle. He's always needling. He says things the way
But
it is.
straight down to earth, he is.
Very down to earth. He says it the way it is. So I was ready to get him and start needling him and everything. So, but I walk in and he wasn't there. And the first thing, where's Steve? Because I was ready to start busting his beats because I knew he'll bust them back, and he busts as hard. But I just wanted to have fun. I was out for the very first time. And then, Nick Perdomo. Man, what could I say about Nick Perdomo? I'm there and I'm talking to our sales manager. I'm here, I'm a high risk. I'm already at the age. I'm trying to get a appointment for the vaccine. And Nick is walking the private right before he goes in. They say, "Hey, how you doing, Nick? This and that, blah, blah." And he hears the conversation. He says, "You need the vaccine? I'll take care of it tomorrow." This and that. Boom. You're not going to wait. I don't want to get Nick to have everybody calling Nick. But Nick went out of his way. He called me up. He did this. Those are the things that, it's like it's family. It's family.
That's
And
really.
everyone, yeah.
Oh my God! Thank you, Nick. Like, thank you, Nick. But I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's really awesome that he did that.
Yeah, it really is awesome. I mean, he did it from the sincerity of his heart, and everything helped me, and I'm really grateful for that. And of course, Steve
Oh
Saka, I got to see him.
There's
Hey
Abe.
guys, there's a man. Oh, I'm sorry about. Listen, I don't want you to. We're still with the story about how nervous I get around you, Mr. Abe. I still get nervous, but it was
Well,
an incredible event. It was then of course with Steve Saka, and it just went on, and it was just great, and the highlight was when I saw Alan Goldfarb, or again our sales manager, who is a guitar player who traveled with Santana's, played with a lot of different rock and roll bands, and he was just and back in the soundstage, with a lot of groups, and he played a couple of songs with Petra, which is Abe's daughter, which last time I saw her, she was like, waist
Yeah.
high, and now she's as tall as me or taller, and
Okay,
she's
Abe,
such a beautiful young
right
lady.
now, I'm Abe. Get your shotguns out because
Oh no, I told Abe's wife that before Abe even knew he knew I was there probably, but he was working, and I was in his little room, and I told her, I said, let me tell you something. He's got his hands full. He's got his hands full. He's
but you
going to
know
need
what?
your help.
She was elegant,
Beautiful.
gorgeous. I mean, you know what? And with a mom like that, she's going to be a fabulous woman, but not just a woman that's going to be inspiring other women to
No doubt
be.
about it. There's no doubt about it. She's so talented, and understand also the sisters. I mean, they're all so talented. I joke around with Abe and everything because he's just an incredible father. When I see him, when he has posted, in his car or whatever, his little minivan that he has, because he's a family man, and you see all the kids and everything, and the smile. It's just a beautiful thing to be
I
able
love.
to share that time with everyone, and of course Joey and all these celebrities who are out there.
Oh my god, it was crazy, but not. You know what my favorite part was, Carlito? I gotta admit, I had like these. I had cigars in my hand. Okay, first of all, I don't go out in public with cigars because I give them all away. I just can't help myself. But I had some Lanceros, and then there just happened to be this birthday boy that I was like, oh gosh, okay, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna give you all my Lanceros. And then for you guys that don't know this, Carlito was like, do you have any cigars? And I was like, I just gave them all away. Except for one. I have one. He's like, what? You gave them all away. But I'm like, it was his birthday. And like, Carlito's like, oh, then.
No, it's okay. Normally, of course, it was a smoke-in event. Usually, I have my cigars and everything, and I left my cigars in the automobile because I didn't want to walk in with cigars. And then I had a couple of cigars, and once those were gone, then I said, Melanie, you have a cigar because you always have cigars,
I know, I
but you
did.
gave it away. But you did the right thing. Somebody's birthday, you celebrate, you give them a cigar.
Oh
Yeah,
man, you made that guy's day. I know
that's
that he had the greatest time, and he's probably not even the biggest cigar smoker. His friend was more probably, I think, the cigar smoker, like the one who knows Fuente and all the things going on. But man, and you know what else I loved about that guy was that when Abe asked, like, who loves marriage here? Like they were at one point they were talking about marriage, and it was like, you guys love being married or whatever. And that guy who had the birthday was like, yes, I love being married. I'm so lucky. I was like, dude, I love you. You're fantastic. That's
No,
awesome.
it was definitely an amazing event. It was so organized.
Oh my God.
Regardless, the only thing that I experienced that it went through impeccably flawless. It was just amazing, and like I said, the people that were there in the cigar industry and everything. And I got to meet Steve Sack in person, which for me was huge.
He sat down next to me like that Friday night before, and I was sitting there like, in my phone doing my thing. I'm like, all awkward and weird and stuff. And then I like happened to look up, and I look over this way, and I'm like, okay, there's people there. And then I look over this way, and I'm like, okay, hi, Steve. Like, hello. And he's just like, hey, Mel. I'm like, okay, I like this. I'm digging this. I'm digging this like casual shindig. Okay, I'm liking
Did
it.
did he recognize you from Meet the Professor from Melanie's Hotspot?
Well, I gotta admit,
No, no. Let me tell you before you go there. I suspect, okay, because sometimes we're so shy and humble we don't say anything. He wouldn't have shown up to the event. I think he was pre-recorded to go on virtually, and then he found out through Abe's promotion that you're going to be there. That's why he went all the way down to come. He wouldn't have come up. No, no. I think so. So, of course, he knew who you were.
Oh my God, stop it. You're so funny. That's so hilarious. But you know what was really cool was that didn't you like, okay, I think that I told Sock, is it Sokka Squatch? I think it's got Sokka Swatch. Sokka Squatch. So like not
What?
Sasquatch, but
Which one?
Sokka Squatch.
What is that?
That would be the statue that we wanted, that we stole. I think we
I
stole
don't
it.
know. I don't know anything about it. Please don't get me nervous.
Big statue of the monster. I called it a monster on one of my shows one time, and they gave me a huge because they thought, oh, that I got it mixed with
You know
the
what? There was only, I think there was only two, and one of them a lady. I hear the story, and there's only, and I'm thinking to myself, look, at my age and life and everything, whatever. Look, I hope nobody's listening to this program or anybody was listening then.
nobody's
I
listening.
saw that Abe and Steve were back and forth. Then he wasn't looking. And I said, man, you know what? I don't have a ticket. I'm not going to win it. And I looked around, and then the Ybor City came out of me. So I went over there and I took it and everything. And then I put it down. And then later on, when they weren't looking, they started looking for it. Everybody was looking for where is the soccer squash. They were looking for it and they couldn't find it. So then I had with Alan the back door, and I brought it to the Dominican Republic, and it's sitting in my office, and I rub it every day to wish me good luck.
Oh my God, I bet it really works too.
Don't,
Don't tell anybody.
don't tell anybody. It was a listen. Seriously, that's what it's all about. You needle me, I needle you. It was a lot of fun, and you could do that with the people in our industry. It was very nice. It was a great event. Of course, it was a very serious event. All the interviews, and of course, Abe and Michael, they're incredible. But it was a very serious event. But again, it was a moment where I really felt, I experienced that people felt like they were celebrating something so special, because I think it was the first time that there's an event of this magnitude that
Absolutely.
has come out in a year. And for us, and many people who were there last year at the big event, the Gray Smoke and everything, were, they weren't there, but they were participating and they felt they were there. And I heard so many things. It's incredible. People from Europe, people from the Middle East, people from all over saw the program, and incredible responses. So that it was special. It really was.
Absolutely. I think it was definitely, well, here's what I think. I think that a lot of people maybe had maybe a little bit disappointed or a little bit like worried about how their socialization is going to happen, because we usually are used to socializing in person, and obviously that's not quite happening now. But I think Abe was like, dudes, wait, just, I got you. And then, boom, he included more people than he would have had if he just had a regular, like, physical
Yeah,
event.
I think that this platform of communication virtually is something that's changed our lives, just as COVID. But this is one of the positive things which I've learned, that I was locked down in Dominican Republic. I mean, literally locked down in a room for months, and I didn't go out. I was frightened because I was here. I couldn't travel, and everything was shut down here. And the news I was hearing constantly, it was scary. And just I realized that to be out, to be able to go out, to do the things the way that Abe and his team, because it wasn't Abe alone, he's got incredible people, was able to pull this off, to make us all feel united and everything, even though we were not. But it was real. I mean, I saw, like Eric Espinosa talking, and you see Pete Johnson in the big screen. He's right there, and Bobby Newman, and on and on and on. And you
They were
see
walking
Christian
away.
Aurora, and they're all, and it's almost all there, but they're not there. That was really a great feeling.
And that, yeah, you're exactly right. And that's the coolest part, is that you can't, you can attract people with your attractions. But what Abe did was he attracted people by his leadership. He literally came in, and I'm going to lead this. I'm going to bring you guys in. I'm going to give you guys an experience. I'm going to go above and beyond to make sure that it is like, just
Well,
all.
I if whenever possible, if I'm not traveling and I can, I try to watch a KMA show, because I learn a lot. I hear people and everything every Saturday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern. To me, it's 11 o'clock here in the Dominican Republic. But and I've seen for a long time how cautious and so concerned he was of everything. Where he didn't know of how he was going to pull this off. And the industry came together. The manufacturers came together. Everybody did their part, and it turned out to be fun for everyone. It was a win-win for everyone on all sides.
Carlito, I couldn't even have my phone. Can you believe Abe took a phone away from an influencer? I was like, but guess what? Guess who came in? Guess who came in and saved the day? Carlito. Because then you handed me your phone, and I just know how to take pictures.
Wait. Why didn't Abe want you to have your phone?
Because he wanted me to be concentrated on all of the show, which makes sense.
Well, that's the difference. Nobody was looking for me there. Everybody was looking for you.
Exactly. But when you handed me your phone,
Abe is smart. He's smart. He's probably thinking they're going to be calling Melanie. I don't want to put her on the spot. All her followers are going to be saying, try to give me the golden ticket. See if I get the golden ticket, that I get the special prize or award.
You've heard of the golden ticket?
No, I assumed there was going to be a golden ticket. I heard something about very special, and that's when I went up and I snuck away.
Okay, Carlita, are you ready to be in the hospital?
But don't say, I don't want anybody to know about that, really. I don't want any problems with anyone. I don't want anybody to know. But it's well taken care of, believe me.
Okay, Carlito, can I put you in the hot spot without being hated? I want to know.
You never have before. You never have before. It's always somebody else that you put on the hot spot. I never been. No, you're getting me nervous now, really.
I put you in the hot spot one time, and you're pretty charismatic. You can handle it. All right, so the 2021 TGS Opus X. What? How good is it? Is it like Dubai? Because it kind of looks like the Dubai, and like.
Well, it's unique. It's unique. It's not. It's it comes from the kitchen. It's a fusion. It's a variation of a Fuente Opus X. I had to do something different. It is not the Dubai blend. It is not. It's something that I made a long time ago, which was intended to go for Dubai, but that we changed the entire format and we went to shorter, thicker cigars. Those cigars were sitting in the age room, I didn't know what I was going to do with them. I was going to, for something very special, maybe for charity, but I knew that those cigars had to be something very, very special.
I love that you took the idea of you're like, I might not be around, and this is.
No, it's true because you in life you realize certain things, because I said that night, I'm like a squirrel. All these special stuff. Today we had a visitor from an old friend of mine, Willie Flores, from New Jersey, and he gave me this hat, the Casa de Tabaco.
Oh, I like it.
And everything. Yeah, he gave me this hat. So this is for you, Willie. And we're talking and everything, and he's been around this for so many years, seen us and everything. And just to, the way things involved and everything, he understands, it's there are certain, he asked me, man, he saw these cigars 10 years old, 8 years old, this and that. He saw some of his, he says, why don't you sell them? I said, no, I want to have this maybe for my son one day or something for a charity or whatever. But you realize as you get older, it's what I said. I want to do something really special. It came from the heart, really. I said, I want to share this now where I could enjoy it and see the reaction of people and all that. So we put together this in last several months as far as the packaging the box. But remember, there's no marketing company. It was all done in-house. And how do I make something? How do I create a new package that's never been seen before? So I kind of pieced things, and it was all done and it wasn't like the first try it was right. I did it with one color, then I did another color, and then I changed the ribbon, I changed this. But I wanted to be something different so people would appreciate that you come to this event and it was something unique.
Okay, so now you got me having a bunch of questions in my head. Okay, so you're going to rapidly answer these, and I'm going to try to ask as many as I can. One, how did you end up with green on the box? And have you ever done green on a box before? Because that's my favorite color, and I'm pretty sure that's your favorite color too.
Green is very important to me. As a matter of fact, you've seen, we were the first to use green ribbons and cedar green. Green is the color. It's the Fuente color green. even though my personal color is red, black, red. I just love that, the strong colors, red and black. But green has been the Fuente color for many, many, many years.
I love
And I wanted to do something different. And we have projects in mind and everything. So, of course, green has been in the back of my head for quite a while. And we had a cigar, back in 1980, 1979, we came up with a whole brand, which we still own. And we're making this just sitting quietly, was Montesino. The whole theme was green. So
I
this
love you.
the whole theme was green, everything. We're in Montesino, we're saving it to restructure and everything for Nicaragua someday, to just relabel it, reband it, just reblend it and so forth. Because in our in our in our properties here, we're focusing, trying to do the best we can with Fuente, and there's only so many things you could do.
Okay, so then my next question is, how
Wait a minute,
did
wait
you?
a minute, wait a minute. I went, I didn't sleep for a month thinking I was going to have to sit near Abe. Okay. And I remember talking to Alan Goldfarb. I said, speak to the production. I don't want to sit in a sofa because I sit in a sofa. I put on so much weight since the pandemic. I want to be staying. He said, no, you're going to sit on the sofa and this and that. So the whole time. Well, anyway, uh,
All right. I'm gonna
don't
go.
put me through. Don't put me through. Don't put. I went through. You have no idea how many sleepless nights thinking that I was going to be sitting next to Abe and watching everybody ask me questions.
But you're a legend. Come on, we
No,
all love you.
no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm a humble cigar
Okay,
maker.
then Alan
And
Goldfarb
let me tell you,
is a
yeah,
legend. Then
Alan
Alan is
Goldfarb. Yes,
all
but
right.
he's the most honest and humblest person you can meet too. All of
Exactly.
us, everybody in the industry, but that's the way. Listen, because you know what? We know we wake up every morning and we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Because if you're a tobacco man and you depend on nature and you depend on so many different things, you always have that, not fear, but that concern that could all be taken away in just one moment. And we all gone through a lot in this industry, so we're always a little cautious.
All right, Carlito, I'm about to get real with you. Are you ready? I love this part where you say that, and I mean, in a sense of an entrepreneurial spirit. Like, I love this part where you say we should have some fear about us. Like, there should be some kind of, and I like the idea of like motivation. I also like the fear of like a frenemy or at least a competition. So you constantly feel like you have to like one up them. I love that in entrepreneurship, but like, really, and like, your true, where is your true motivation coming from? Is it coming from fear? Because I don't believe that it would. I just
No, I
don't.
believe it because it's true. It comes from fear. It comes from fear of failing. It comes from fear of letting people down that you love. Believe me, because it's a lot easier to say, I'm just going to go for a long sail ride and I'm just going to go away for a while. But it really is this fear to let my grandfather, father down, everyone. Not only those who are not around anymore, everybody around me and people who are depending on me. And it gets very difficult in life when the expectations are so high that you have to perform, you have to perform, you have to perform. And I take that very seriously. And it frightens me that the day comes that I make a mistake or I don't perform. So I think that that's something that I don't ever want to lose, because that's why I get nervous when I go around people, because I feel like it's the first time, and that's never changed in my life. So on the first time, it hasn't gotten any better. I still get nervous.
But you're right though. That is a good thing. I think that nervousness does, it brings you back to where you are and back to your like your person, and you're like, okay, I'm only here. Although I might, everybody else is like, but you're the bomb and you're the star
Oh,
and you're this. But
no,
I
no,
like,
Melanie, you don't want to
yes,
lose. You don't want to lose any viewers. I think that no, I'm just a cigar. But one thing I want to say,
yes.
because I have, believe it or not, when I finish this, I have a team's meeting with headquarters, and they've been waiting, trying to get me, get a hold of me and everything. But one thing that I do want to say, tomorrow is a very important day for me because KLA Radio is going to have a special guest, from what I understand. I hope I don't get confused on the Saturday, because I've been, but the professor Jose Blanco will be on KMA Radio. I think 10 o'clock Eastern time and everything. And of course, we always, aside from the entire team, you always have, you get the scoop from Coop, which we all know, William Cooper, which is incredible. And it's just an incredible program. So tomorrow I'm going to be glued to that, to hear the
Yes,
professor.
I'm super excited too. I'm gonna wear my new KNA tank top that Abe got me. He is so fabulous.
Oh,
But
so you're going to be on the show tomorrow?
no, not on it. I'm gonna be watching it, but still wearing my KNA shirt. Are you kidding me?
Wait. You're going to watch the show in the tank top?
Yeah.
Then you should be on the show because I think you get a lot more viewers.
No, they want to see Abe. Abe is the man. Come on now. There's pretty girls, and then there's Abe. You can't argue with that.
I don't agree about this pretty girls that are Abe. I agree with what you're saying because I don't want to disagree with what you agree with.
Yeah, don't get me in trouble either. I want to host the next 2022.
Hopefully you're there. I plan to be there. Hopefully we're all there. And we're all there in a different circumstance, different situation where we could literally see the people hug, enjoy ourselves, and really make it an event, a family reunion.
But in the intermittence of this, I got to say that first of all, like going back to 2020, yeah, it was 2020. 2020, you guys really came out and gave it your all. Like all of Arturo Fuente, including Cynthia, you, and Liana. Like, you guys took a whole nother level. Like, you were just like, well, this is happening and this is happening, so okay, we're gonna go here. And it started out with the professor show, and then you guys were like, oh, there's this girl Mel. She's kind of crazy, but we're gonna go on her show too. And I really appreciate it, but I think that the people appreciate listening to you more than they enjoy seeing me. So I've got to say, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Listen, I just want to say to everyone, enjoy life, enjoy yourself, stay safe. And tomorrow morning, listen to KMA Radio. It's going to be amazing.
I think it's you can go to KMA Radio on, or you can
on Facebook. I always do it on Facebook. Okay, explain to me, help me, because I'm not good with that slash. Okay,
so I don't know the exact URL like I do ours, but it is, if you go to Facebook and you Google, or if you just put in the search terms KMA Radio, and David Clark Wayne is right there listening to us, and he is such a good friend. He's such a sweetheart. So maybe David Clark Wayne might put the link in there for us, or if Abe's still listening, he might put it in there. But if you can't find it, all you have to do is go to, just search KMA Radio Talk Show. It starts at 10 a.m., ends at 12. It's fabulous.
No, it's terrific. I look on Facebook, I'd search for my friend KMA Radio, and there we KMA Radio Talk Show. That's it.
Oh, I love it.
From the man himself.
The camaraderie. I mean, but you know what? Abe is he's just a phenomenal guy. I can push people to their limits, and I definitely, Abe was like, Melanie.
Let me tell you something. I wouldn't take a chance pushing him anywhere. I don't think Abe's the kind of guy you push around. He's just the kind of guy that you just got to love, hug, and everything. He's the most giving, lovable person. But I don't think you should push around Abe. Abe is yeah, exactly. So, but anyway, it's great. We'll see the show tomorrow. Be fantastic.
And what about Sunday after? Who are we having?
Nick.
I'm a big Foundation lover. I can't help it, Carlito. You're not.
Yes, which is an incredible cigar maker again, who's got all kind of accolades, and it's going to be great. And that's what that's what Meet the Professor is. That I can't say introduced, because these are people who have their huge following, very well known, very successful. These are the movers and shakers in the industry. But in each and every one, that it's a love affair with the leaf. It's a struggle through difficult times, hard times. But you're so passionate in love that you just don't give up. And by not giving up, you just get better, better, and better. And, all the kudos and everything, they're just, they're great.
Yeah.
And we have so many people. We have so many people lined up for the following weeks. Everyone contributes so much to the industry. I tell you, it's just one. It really is, and I think that social media and virtually in the programs we have brought that to life. It existed, but people were not aware what a family, small cottage family industry, and how we're all part of one neighborhood, and how really it is. It's one community working together with respect, appreciation, and love for each other.
Absolutely. The respect and love is the biggest thing. But I think that love, like you say, is above all. And it really truly shows in this industry. And I don't think that you could find that easily in some other industry. And I don't know why, but it's either because we have gentlemen that are running, mostly, I mean, that's just the obvious. It's not like there's very many women that are running the manufacturing part, but women are definitely the vessels on these captains. And
Melanie, something
yes,
you're not, maybe I'm aware. There's a lot of women who are running companies. There really are. There's a lot of women. There's always been a lot of women in the background, and I believe I've been saying this for women are the future of cigar industry. They're women getting more involved, be more vocal, visually be more seen. It's been the biggest contribution to the cigar industry in the last decade. That is my personal belief. I think the empowerment of women has been long waited for because women have always been part of our industry. And for us that are inside the industry, we understand that. Maybe from the outside, it was a different way of seeing it. But I think now with so many ladies enjoying cigars and it, you know, let me ask you a question.
sure.
This is it's an honest question. Maybe Abe can answer this. You watch Meet the Professor. Do you want to see me? You want to see this old man? You want to see Jose Blanco? Want to see Jeremiah? Or do you want to see Melanie? Is if you want somebody to like your cigar, you want me to like your cigar? You want Jose Blanco like your cigar? Abe, or you want Melanie or someone else? You want a beautiful woman like your cigar? Come on.
But it's not just about these women being beautiful. A lot of it,
No, no, no,
these
no, no,
women
no, no,
are
no,
very
no.
talented,
I
intelligent. I mean,
no,
they're
exactly.
fascinating to sit there and talk to and listen to. And
No,
then you're like, girl, you're beautiful. And then she's like, yeah, you're beautiful too. Like, we're a bunch of girls. We're like getting excited over here. Okay, here's my favorite one. This one right here, Agnes. She's like, okay, she's the one that makes all of the Play Doh. Like, she is creative and lovely.
wow, yes.
I don't know. In my opinion, it's as humble as well as he doesn't do. Yes, no, he doesn't. No, there's no showing off. It's a great industry, and I do believe that women are going to come in, not just in this one, but
No,
we're
no,
gonna.
but let me tell you honestly, this is the way I feel because remember, people see me, they comparing me to my father because my father was so big. I'm not, I'm just his student basically. But don't forget that I'm Anna Lopez's son. That tenderness, that kindness, my mom has a big influence in me. I'm maybe 50% my father, about 50% my mom also, and my grandmother and everything. And it's not because somebody's physically beautiful. It's the tenderness and it's the love that I have that seeing my mother, my I don't know, it's just a feeling. Listen, it's my sister, with
The
all due
feeling,
respect. I
yes,
Cynthia, for me to Cynthia, I just have this it I have an inner need to see that I need women to be successful and be part of our business because that's what I remember when I was growing up. And I think that if I could be a voice and speak for my grandmother, my mother, my aunts, and people who work side by side with my grandfather, where we grew up, the way Cynthia tells you a story. Same thing as Liana. If I could be a voice to let people know this is not a man's world, this is a people's world. And to me, that would be, I think, it's the most important thing for the cigar industry. I
okay.
don't. Yeah, go on.
Isn't this a very very important day for you? Didn't you have like a very important day? What 41 years ago?
On today?
Yeah, Leon's birthday.
No, not yet. It's
Oh,
coming up.
okay.
It's
I
coming
thought
up.
that was
Oh,
birthday was.
no, not yet. It's coming up. Liana's birthday is March the 6th,
Oh,
and
darn it.
I'm not going to give you the year. I'll let her give you the year. But it's a very important day for us in Dominican Republic tomorrow, which is the 27th of February, which is Independence Day. comparable to a 4th of July. So it's a big holiday here.
Yay. Well, we gave her, so I did my morning show today, and I thought I saw that it said it was her birthday today. And then I sent her a message, and I was like, hey, do you want to come on this morning and say hi? And she was too busy. And so what I did was I was like on my watch live, and I was like, okay, Liana, everybody's saying happy birthday.
Her birthday's cool. Her birthday's March the 6th. Yeah, she's the best.
Okay, I screwed it up.
Oh, listen, it's not your birthday, it's your birth year. So it's, it's happy birthday all the time.
Are we going to start another fundraiser?
Up to you.
I'm in. I'll do it. Yeah, let's fundraise for women's breast.
Whatever it is. Are you going to ask somebody a question? What does he have in mind?
Okay, so at the Great Smoke, here is your question today. Is everybody listening? You guys, listen. All right. So here you're going to win an ashtray and a bobblehead. All right. So this is not a hard question, but there were 2 people that stole a Sasquatch statue.
What?
2 people stole a Sasquatch statue.
Wait, stole could be a legal word, so be careful. You could.
Okay. 2 people took a Sasquatch from Steve Saka. And it was viewed, okay? Both of those takings were on TV. One was some crazy lady, and another one was some crazy guy. If you tell me which guy took the guy, not the girl, the Saka Squatch, then you win. They already know Carlito. Say Carlito and a woman. Melanie stole it. I wish. I'm pretty sure that Saka would have let me steal it too. He would have been like, okay. Did you see the picture of me with his ring on? Like, he sat down next to me and he didn't even, I was, like I said, I was in my phone and I was just I was like, oh, hey. And then I'm like, oh, Saka, can I have your ring? Oh, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I do? And he's just like, okay, yeah, whatever. I'm like, do you mind if I use my can I Instagram you like crazy? He's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm like, dude, you're my favorite friend. Like an Instagrammer's dream. He's so awesome though.
It was fantastic. It really was. A lot of fun. We had a great time. It was very successful, and hopefully we will have many more events that with so much work that went into it. I just showed up, was there for a few minutes, but obviously the preparation was just impeccable. Everything was really perfect. So hopefully we're able to have a lot of events like that. That'd be something huge. I think the industry needs it. I think we need it. I think I need it, and I think it's good. Somebody's got to do the work.
Absolutely, and
somebody got to do the work. It's not us. We just show up.
That's not the hope. That's the work, right? So we don't have to have hope if we just make it happen, and we can make it happen. I'm here. We're gonna make it happen.
So who won, Melanie? Somebody won?
Yes, his name is Frankie Falico. He said Carlito and a woman, so I'm like, I can't deny that. Carlito was the first one. I like how he called you out first.
Wait, listen, don't tell anyone. Just keep it a secret between us, okay?
Yeah, don't tell anybody.
No, listen. I don't want Steve Saka knocking on my door, coming here looking for his Saka swatch.
I know those things.
Listen, the last thing that he could ever imagine, so I hope nobody tells him, is that it was me that took it. He has no idea because he wasn't looking. I think it was done very swiftly and very elegantly and very quietly. So I hope, and you know what? I think I would have seen something already in social media, because now you got to be careful what you do because everybody's with phones and everything. I haven't seen anything. So
me neither. You know what? Smooth. What is that called? Smooth Criminal. Oh, you pulled a Michael Jackson.
Happy Fuente Friday. Great to see you, Melanie. Thank you for always being so cheerful, bubbly, and everything. It just, spreading the love. That's all, that's all anybody can ask of you. Just keep spreading the love and have a great time. I wish everyone a great and wonderful and safe weekend. And what does my brother or my nephew or my son say? If you don't do it with passion, don't do it at all.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Carlito, for your time, and happy Fuente Friday to all of you. And we will be here. Wait, Sunday. Wait, okay, first of all, tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to check out KMA Radio because our beloved Jose Blanco is going to be representing our tour for Fuente and all of the lovely people that he loves. And as well, be sure to catch us 2 p.m. Eastern Time Sunday on The Professor Show. Go to facebook.com/The Professor Show and be sure to also subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's tinyurl.com/The Professor Show. So, yay. Thank you so much, Carlito. I hope you have a very, very wonderful night. And thank you to all of you who have viewed us because we always appreciate your love. So,
thank you very much. Thank you all. God bless you. Stay safe. Be well.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Good night.